I was just so, I guess, amazed. Like the whole Bigfoot legend. We pretty much think it's here in the United States, but
it's everywhere.
there are Bigfoot. Well, I mean, you got the Yeti, which is
yeah.
actually that stories go back further than before Bigfoot ever made the newspaper, or the skunk ape here in Florida. But there's been sightings of these animals all over the place. In Vietnam, they call it the rock ape.
Wow. Okay.
It's just in Australia, it's called the yowie, which you can find a little candy in grocery stores. They named it after candy named it after it. You got the Yeren, which is in China, which they totally acknowledge this animal being there. You got the Alma, or it's actually called the Almista, which in Russia.
Is it all basically the same? A bipedal
Yes.
Ape-like man on two? I mean, do they vary in size or appearance at all?
Well, all these creatures vary in size, and again, I've always stipulated, or my theory is that you're seeing this animal in a different age group. If you see one,
right? Okay.
So, but I think, yeah, I guess for the long story short, for the most part, these animals, all of them seem to range around about 8 feet.
What are some of the places around here where people can do a day trip?
Well, we have the Green Swamp, which is actually, it's funny because it's just like 40 minutes up the road from Disney.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think the Green Swamp bumps up against Disney property.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's north of Lakeland. Mm-hmm. And there has been numerous sightings out there. There hasn't I don't think there's been anything lately that I know of that and I do know a lot of investigators and Bigfoot hunters around the area, and I don't recall anything recently.
Mm-hmm.
But they have the Florida trails through there, and they got areas that you can just go walk around and do a day trip out there. But I always say make sure when you do go out there, I've had people just go out there on a day trip, and all they do is take their camera and maybe a bottle of water, and they get lost.
Yeah. Oh,
and now they're stuck out there all night.
Right.
And they're like, well, it's Florida. I'll be okay. It's not going to get cold tonight. It does get cold out in the swamp. It gets really cold out there. So when I always go, I always take a bag just in case something should happen and I get stuck out there all night, and I'm prepared to stay out there.
And you have a bag. It's not a very big bag.
No.
But it's nice and simple. You'll have everything you need. Okay.
I keep my thermal, which is one of my favorite things I like to use. A thermal, where it picks up heat. It'll come on just a second.
Okay.
Because anything heat source out there,
mm-hmm.
you're going to see it. Compared to night vision and other things,
mm-hmm.
You can see what's out there. I
right.
mean, it can like hide behind a tree and poke, and you're gonna, you may not see it
mm-hmm.
with a
mm-hmm.
flashlight and stuff, but you'll pick it up on this.
Okay.
Which is
so you don't get caught off guard.
Mm-hmm.
And then if something big is coming at you, what do?
Well, you're right.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Oh, like I said, I take bear mace.
Okay.
That's I don't believe this is me about firearms out there because something always bad seems to happen. I mean, I'm talking hunting.
Right.
Hunters, I understand hunters going out with the hunting, but with the Bigfoot hunting thing, I just, you're dealing with something nobody really knows about,
mm-hmm.
and if something does happen, people are going to pull those guns out quick, and somebody's going to get hurt.
Right.
With bear mace, somebody's going to have a bad day at the worst.
Yeah. And
the thing about bear mace is it works on everything, from snakes to wild boar to panthers to even bear.
Okay.
So and possibly a skunk ape.
Right.